Hello, friends of Love for Volleyball. I'm up for volleyball. I have today the fantastic opportunity, the honor to speak with an Olympic champion, an Italian player. I mean, Sarah Fahr, who is currently speaking with me today. She is an Olympic champion, a VNL champion, European champion. She has so many medals. And thanks also to Nicola Alfano's management. I'm speaking today with her. And starting in this conversation, I want to ask you, Sarah, when, why, and where did you start playing volleyball?
I started when I was 10 years old. I've always been in a family of sportive people, so sport has always been really important to me, to my parents, to my grandparents. I changed a lot of types of sports. I've done swimming, I've done sailing, horse riding, gymnastics, and everything. And at the age of 10, thanks to one of my best friends of that years, I started to join volleyball classes, and it was not love at first sight because in the beginning I didn't like it so much. I preferred much more going to gymnastics, but then I think I was a little too tall and probably not even so good, and that's why I continued with volleyball. And then after a few years, I really started to enjoy it, and we had a really amazing group of people there. So I was always in the gym. After school, I immediately was going there, and I was spending all my days in the gym.
Fantastic to hear. And did you have some players who inspired you? For example, when I was young in Chile, we looked over the mountains and we saw the Brazilian players, the Argentinian players, the Russian players. Did you have somebody you wanted to emulate that inspired you when you started to play volleyball?
No, not really, because as I told you, I've always done a lot of different sports. And this was thanks to my grandfather. So he was like pushing me to do a lot of different things and to try and to see what I liked and what not. And so changing a lot, I've never had somebody really I wanted to be, you know.
Okay.
So I just like enjoyed playing, and I seriously also started to watch volleyball in 2014 at the World Championship that we had here in Italy. So it's not a long time ago that I really started to follow it.
You're very young. You have so much to do in volleyball. And when you started playing, you always had in mind, or somebody told you to be a middle blocker because of your height, or you like to play as a middle blocker?
So when I started to play, I don't know how it works in your country, but when you're around 10, you normally don't do the proper volleyball. You don't do like the 6 against 6, but you first have like 3 against 3, and then you slowly start to introduce more players, and the court starts to begin to be bigger, and until you're not in under 14 category, everybody does everything. So in that years, I've done everything, and then as soon as we started to play in under 16, I immediately became a middle blocker. I kind of think because doing the bagger was not my favorite thing, I think. And also speaking to some players in the last days, they remember me when I was little and I was not able to do easy things against the wall with that. So I kind of think all the trainers saw me tall, and probably they saw that I was moving in a good way with my feet, and so that's why they decided to put me middle blocker. So I've always been a middle and never changed.
Understandable. And tell me please, until now, again, what which championship is for you the most important? Maybe the Olympics, I don't know, but sometimes you have some, or as a player you have some championship you say, okay, I won this championship but I didn't play so well. But do you have some championship you remember the most for you as a person, maybe?
Okay, I have a few actually. So, like, starting from a while ago, I remember the European Championship in 2019. I remember that simply because, I began in the seniors national team in 2018 during the World Championship. But I was really young because I was 16 years old and I was never playing because it was for me a totally new world. And so in 2019, it was the first time when I really also was put on the court and with the seniors national team. So I remember, I think maybe in the semifinals and also in the game for the third and fourth place, the coach put me inside of the court, and this for me was a really big emotion. So I remember that. Then, of course, Olympics, I think it was the most amazing thing ever. So it's always going to be most important. And also, a really important one was the Scudetto. After that, I came back from my 2 years injury. So that year I came back in January. I did all the season until May, and I played with no stop. I did everything, and I also got to reach my level back. So I played at a high level, and so I remember that I really enjoyed that one because I was just feeling happy to be in court, and I was not thinking about anything, just thinking to have fun and show everybody that I was back, you can say.
Fantastic to know. And I want to ask you, you play in a club with maybe the best players of the world. And how is for you to play in a club with so many great players and also playing in the Italian team that today is since many years ago, the best team also? And do you feel something different? It's the same for you? How do you feel it to be part of the best in the world today?
Well, actually, I feel really grateful because it's not something that everybody is able to reach during their career. And I feel grateful because, first of all, they're amazing players, but they're also amazing persons. And so it's nice to be in a nice environment. And I think that all of this amazing player teach me something, that it's when a player is really strong, they're also really kind outside of the court because they don't have to push them down somebody. They're always happy for the people that are around them, seeing them improve, and they want to help. And so I think this is one of the most amazing things that I've been able to experience during in this club and in the national team. And what else? It's just amazing to be in a pit team that pushes every time. There are no excuses. Everybody wants to be perfect and wants to work hard and always get better and improve. So for the type of sport that we do, there's nothing better than this.
Okay, understandable. And I wanted to ask you now, what do you think about, maybe it's an obvious question, but many times I speak with volleyball players, what they like the most about volleyball. Somebody tell me, I like the emotions, I would like the crowd, I like to attack, or maybe somebody like to block as a middle blocker. What do you like most about volleyball?
Well, work together. So I like the fact that everybody of us is trying to give their 100%, but not every day the 100% is 100%. So sometimes there's somebody that has 60%, somebody that has 70%, and so the others work together to cover the rest of the thing that the player is not able to give in that moment. So I think that's one of the things that I like the most. And then here in Italy especially, I like volleyball because it's really followed, and I can see a lot of kids on the court, on the side, cheering for us and dreaming big. So I feel honored to be part of their dreaming, and so maybe this is also some of the things that I like.
So great. And we're in Chile, very far away from the south, in the sound of the world.
Yes.
We have many girl players who love the the Italian team, who loves you.
Uh-huh.
And do you have some message to her, and especially to the little one who started to play in volleyball?
Well, I've always followed this way of thinking that is make your dreams come true, and like it make your life a dream, and from a dream a reality. So I've always followed this thing, and I think it's really possible. Like if you try hard, if you're always there, if you visualize yourself in some situations, and if you get the chance and you have some opportunities, just enjoy it and like have fun and try to get the best out of it. And also just try, like, if something happens in your life, it has a reason, and from that thing you can have some positive experience, or it can also be not a positive experience, but you can learn something from that. So like take everything as like a lesson, and make yourself grow thanks to it.
Super. And lastly, Sarah, I want to ask you again. You're very young. You have so much to do in volleyball, but you have some plans. For example, you won the Olympics. You won. What do you want more in volleyball?
Oh, I think that after that I got injured, the thing that I want the most is just like to enjoy being on court. And of course, like, we have a lot of pressure, and we have to always like try to win and everything. But I want to do all of this, enjoying myself, and just thinking about having fun and bringing fun to others. And also, okay, like for example, now play the World Championship, and for me, it's gonna be the first World Championship where I actually will be able, we hope, to play. So, because my first one I was young, I was 16. The second one I was injured. So, it's actually something that probably I've never really played. So, I'm looking forward for this. And yeah, let's see what happens.
Fantastic. I want to thank you again, Sarah, for your time. I know you're very busy.
Thank you so much.
And for me, you don't know what it means to me to be able to speak with you. I thank again Nicola for his management, and I send you many success for the World Championship and all your fantastic career that you're doing. So I send you a big hug and the best wishes from Chile, from the south of the world.
Thank you so
much. Many
thank you so much also for following us and for your support and for your interview. I hope this will help some girls there to follow their dreams.
I'm sure of it. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.